Hello, my name is Imran Azam. I'm the founder of ShareMyStorage.com. Thank you for viewing this video and thank you for searching on our site. Hopefully you're finding exactly what it is you're looking for. So this is a very quick video talking to you about actually whether or not you need as much storage space as you think you do, and perhaps providing you with some guidance as to how to reduce the space that you need and hence reduce the cost. Now, I hate to tell you this, but in the UK we are a bunch of hoarders. Basically, we keep everything. We find it very difficult to let go of any of the stuff that we've accumulated over time. Now, I understand with something which has sentimental value, you're going to want to keep it. Okay, if something which actually has tangible commercial value, you want to keep that too. But there are items that we keep which have neither sentimental or tangible commercial value, and we just hang on to them, and it costs us to do so. So you know that battered sofa that you just can't bear to let go of because it's been with you for 10 years and it's like an old friend? It's not an old friend, it's a battered old sofa and it needs to go. If you put that in storage, it's simply going to cost you money to put it in there. It's the same with any item that you don't really want or need. So have a think. If the items that you're looking to store, you want and you're satisfied with that, great, and you need, great. The other things, try and put them to one side and actually perhaps recycle them. You'll be surprised what it is that people actually need out there, using sites like Gumtree to move them on. That way you'll have a smaller amount of stuff and hence you'll pay less for storage. The other thing about storage, which most people do, is underestimate the amount of time that they're going to use storage for, which is a disaster. The industry understands this too, which is why there's lots of incentives to actually get you into the storage unit, but not a great deal of incentives to move you out of that storage unit. So typically the average person stores for 12 months. They don't intend to store for 12 months, but they actually do end up storing for 12 months. So think about that also. All that effort that it takes to get the items into storage, as long as you plan properly for your exit as well, and that's going to reduce your costs as well. It really is a case of out of sight, out of mind for most people. Once it's there, once a direct debit is slipping away every month, then it becomes very difficult to move out of that mindset. So now's the question as to how much space you're going to need now that you've considered storage. Well, you need to be able to visualize, and that's really the best way in which to consider this. Now, most people will be familiar with a single garage. A single garage is about 8 foot wide, it's about just over 12 foot long, and it's about between 8 and 10 foot high. That's about 100 square feet, and according to the industry and according to our research, that's really useful for say a 2 to 3 bedroom house stroke flat. So if you consider the regular items that you'd find in such a dwelling, you'd have a double bed, you'd have a couple of single beds, you'd have white goods from the kitchen, you'd have a dining table, a sofa, and a few other smaller bits of furniture, and obviously then the boxed items such as the crockery, etc. 100 square feet is roundabout what's going to be useful for that. The key really is to plan in advance, to go and to shop around and to look at who's able to provide you with the best quote for the amount of space that you think you need, and actually to find out if they're flexible, because once you get to the storage unit, you might find it's too big or too small for your needs. So you need to be able to maneuver upwards or downwards within the storage facility without incurring any financial penalties. But anyway, I'll be releasing other videos to talk about actually how you go about finding the best deal. So there you have it. Consider what it is that you really need and what it is that you really don't. Reduce the amount of storage space that you will require, and then carefully plan in order to make sure that you're only using exactly what you need. We'll be releasing more videos in the future. Any recommendations or suggestions, please contact us on our Twitter feed, which is @sharemystorage.com.